reclaim their ability to focus. In other words, no need to move into the monastery full-time. Can I Have Your Attention has the answers we need today. Jesse Itzler, New York Times best-selling author of Living with a Seal, co-founder of Marquis Jet, and an owner of the Atlanta Hawks. Prologue. You Don't Have Jack. Popular Harry. Everyone at work loves Harry, and it's easy to see why. He responds right away, at all hours, when does the guy sleep, and in all places, including vacation if necessary. Team player isn't strong enough to describe him. No one in his office makes phone calls anymore, but if they did, there's little doubt he would pick up. Harry is the ideal of reachability in the digital age. Harry is a digital saint. At 9 a.m. on Wednesday, Harry tackles a major case study due Friday. He's starting a day early, leaving nothing to chance. By the third line, Harry stops mid-stroke. He needs Rachel's numbers from yesterday. After a quick Control-S, he switches to email and finds, among the 74 messages waiting there, an invite for a department meeting this afternoon. Is he even available? Switching to his calendar, Harry sees Vegas. He winces. The trip is only 2 weeks away, and he hasn't arranged travel yet. But Harry isn't just responsive, he's also responsible, which means he can't book a flight now, not without comparing prices, on a site that aggregates airlines and fares. Only it's weird to him that they point to competing sites, or maybe they just used to be competitors? Convenience or a monopoly? This really nags at Harry. Off the calendar and onto his browser to scan prices. He could swear one of the companies used a pitchman from the old Star Trek series. Harry's dad loved Star Trek, which reminds him that he needs to find the J.J. Abrams reboot on Netflix. Or is it on Amazon? He opens 2 new tabs to check. Not on either? But there's nothing else to watch. His girlfriend hates when he says, "Get whatever," so he finds the trailer to a recent rom-com, which he then purchases on iTunes. 35 minutes later, Harry has booked a flight, watched 3 trailers, texted movie suggestions to his girlfriend, and added some shows he's heard about to their Netflix and Amazon lists. Now he can return to what he was doing. What was he doing? Right, the case study. Let's see, he was right about at the very beginning. Enigmatic Jack. I'd introduce you to Jack in person, but he's not available at the moment. In fact, no one's been able to reach him for an hour or so. He's not answering emails, texts, or IMs. Some of his colleagues have even resorted to, brace yourself, looking up his work number and dialing it. Still nothing. His colleagues have questions and issues they want addressed now. He needs to pay for his Girl Scout cookies order. Why doesn't he ever come to the break room? The water cooler bottle is empty, and Cheryl keeps trying to hoist a new one into place. People want Jack's sign-off, his buy-in, his prompt acknowledgement. So where is Jack? To be fair, Jack isn't taking an extended lunch or slipping out for a movie. You can find him in his office, or vault as he calls it. If you could look behind his closed door, guarded by a sign that says, "Let's catch up later," you wouldn't see him typing, tweeting, or texting. Instead, Jack leans back in his chair with his eyes open and fixed on nothing in particular, as though he's been thinking about something for a while. If you want to break into Jack's vault, you have to do so in person. That might mean driving to his building, riding in an elevator, asking for directions to his office, then taking a deep breath as you prepare to knock, assuming the sign on his door doesn't dissuade you, which is clearly Jack's intention. A colleague, or even worse, an employee who reduces you to knocking? Jack is an enigma in the digital age, reachable but certainly not conveniently. Jack is a digital sinner. And one more thing. Jack, everyone reluctantly agrees, is the most productive employee in the company. Spoiler alert. Harry works for you.